Welcome to another episode of Lake Forest Community High School District 115 video series, Under the Hard Hat. We created this series to educate the Lake Forest, Lake Bluff, and Knollwood communities about the progress of the April 2023 referendum. In this episode, I'm joined by Lance Tritch, Vice President Project Director at Pepper Construction, and Dan Mortensen, Director of Facilities for Lake Forest School District 67 and 115. With the new school year upon us and the enabling phase wrapping up, it is time for us to turn our attention to Phase 1 specifics, including the submitted drawings, bid details, and timeline, and when all of this will go in front of the board for review and approval. Let's go into the construction office to talk to them. That's all happening today on Under the Hard Hat. Can you give us an update on what stage of the process we're in?
Absolutely. So we just wrapped up the enabling phase work. That was the work that we completed in the summer of 2024. So all the work's done. We're just wrapping up some of the loose ends, some miscellaneous punch list items. And we're really looking forward to moving on to the Phase 1 project. That's the big next phase in this overall program. The intent is for us to go out to bid on October 21st. We're anticipating probably 2 to 3 addendums. Bid opening will be on November 19th, and then we'll take those bids to the board on December 10th. We anticipate roughly 18 to 20 bid packages. So that means, like HVAC is a bid package, electrical's a bid package.
Some of the scope of work in Phase 1 is going to be classroom refreshes in science, world language, English. We'll be doing a refresh in the CAD and makerspace area. Some more restrooms will be done, along with much needed improvements in our theater and our RMA as well.
So what does this bidding process look like for Phase 1, and how is it similar to the enabling process?
Our bidding process is actually very similar to the enabling process. All of our bid packages will be handled pretty much in the same order. It's almost like a wash, rinse, repeat. So Perkins Will, our architect, will create documents, construction documents, or drawings. Pepper will then take those drawings, create a set of bid packages or package for the community that are public to bid. We will then open those bids and the board will approve them.
Phase 1 is going to start in the spring of 2025, go through the summer all the way into, the winter of 2025 and all the way into 2026 as well.
What's the purpose of the bidding process? Why not just hire one vendor who can do the job?
So through this process, it makes it fair to everyone. Being a government entity in our school district here, this is what we're required to do, as Lance mentioned, under the Illinois procurement law. So through this process, we will send this bid package out to hundreds of different contractors over the 16, 17, or 18 bid packages that we have. Once we do that, we will actually have on-site pre-bid walks, we call them, or tours, where the bidders can come to the school, walk around, take a look, and physically see what they're bidding versus just looking at a set of drawings.
What happens when you open the bids on November 19th?
That's a great question. So we'll spend probably the next 3 to 4 days doing, a very intensive scope review with all the low bidders. And that'll include the architects, the engineers, and the district as well. And once we go through all 18 packages and assemble them, we'll transmit those to the district.
I'll have Pepper's complete recommendation with all 18 contractors. I will then incorporate that into my document that will ultimately go to the CSBO and the superintendent to go to the board. At a board meeting December 10th, they will either approve or deny all of those contracts.
Thank you so much for joining me today. I learned a lot. Stay tuned for more episodes of Under the Hard Hat.